Hey Mingle crew, today we're uncovering something you probably never thought about. Believe it or not, there are 15 human body parts that are on their way out. If you thought we're all built the same and every little bit of us is essential, think again. Wrong. Let's dive into this astonishing list and of course share a laugh or two along the way. Ready? Kicking things off with something many of us have tried to remove with wax, lasers, and even prayers: body hair. Back in the day, they were our natural coats, but now, unless you're planning an Arctic expedition sans clothing, they're pretty much decorative. Except maybe eyebrows, which still do us the solid of keeping sweat out of our eyes during that sprint to catch the bus. Next time, think of yourself not as bald, but as a distinguished member and trendsetter in the receding hairline community. Ah, the paranasal sinuses. Those mysterious cavities in our heads that seem to exist just to gift us with sinus infections. Does anyone actually know their purpose? Because honestly, so far, their only utility seems to be complicating our lives with colds. Did you know some of us have muscles in our ears that theoretically could allow us to move them like a cat? Yes, it's true. But unless you're trying to better tune into gossip, these muscles are just a reminder that, at some point, our ancestors had more expressive ears. Our dear wisdom teeth, or as I like to call them, the dentist's bonus. Why do they still insist on showing up if most of us don't have room for them? A relic from the times when chewing leaves was our favorite pastime. As Charles Darwin might chuckle, they're a prime example of useless or nearly useless parts we're better off without. Ever heard of the cervical rib? No? Well, it's a throwback to when we might have been more reptilian. Shows up in less than 1% of the population, but when it does, it's usually just to cause trouble. The palmaris longus muscle, a vestige from the days when swinging from tree to tree was our main mode of transportation. Today, its absence in 11% of the population proves that unless you're a professional climber, you probably won't miss it. Venturing into why is this here territory, male nipples. Yes, we all start the same in the womb, but let's be honest, nature could have given us a post-birth update, right? Ever wonder what causes goosebumps? The erector pili muscles, which made us look more intimidating or warmer when covered in fur. Today, unless you're trying to impress someone with your goosebump powers, they're pretty much obsolete. The appendix, that little pouch that seems to exist just to give us an excuse to miss work with appendicitis. Once upon a time, it helped digest cellulose, but now, well, it's more of a medical mystery than anything else. Our cousins, the chimpanzees and gorillas, have an extra rib. And us, some of us have it, others don't. Seems like evolution can't decide if we should be more or less ribby. The coccyx, or the tailbone vestige, is all that's left from when swinging a tail was in vogue. Today it serves more as a reminder that sitting down wrong can be a pain in the... well, you know. Did you know we have a third eyelid? Well, sort of. It's that little corner in the eye that doesn't do much except make us wonder, was this supposed to be useful? Darwin's tubercle, that little fold on the ear some of us have, is a nod to our ancestors. But honestly, unless you're trying to catch radio signals with your ear, it's just a quirky feature. Scientists have discovered that humans used to walk with more balance toward the middle of their feet. However, gradually we've shifted towards balancing more on the side of our big toe. Studies also indicate that our center of balance is continuing to shift inward. Essentially, this suggests that humans previously relied on their toes for balance, but as of now, they're not utilizing them as much due to this trend. If you found this information intriguing, consider liking and subscribing to my channel for more fascinating insights into human biomechanics and evolution. Join our community of curious minds as we explore the wonders of the world.